My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of The Strangers Chapter 3. And I have really despised this trilogy. I thought Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 were zeros out of 10. Just nothing, and I mean nothing, to like about those movies. Chapter 1 is just the original movie done again, but in an infinitely worse way. And Chapter 2 is just a nothing movie. Nothing happens. It's just so bland and generic, and I don't understand the decision to give us a backstory on the strangers. They are the strangers. We're not supposed to know anything about them. That's what makes them so scary. Like, the first movie is terrifying because it's just a bunch of random people tormenting this couple because they were home. That's it. It was convenient for them to do so. But by giving them a backstory, you just kind of take away that mystique. And then, is Tamara home? That was scary because there was no Tamara. Tamara wasn't a person. It was just a random name used to torment this couple. So, like, I've just been utterly baffled by every decision this trilogy has made. So, it kind of shocks me to say this, but I didn't hate this one. Now, it's still not good. I don't think you should waste your time with it. But when chapter 1 is a 0 out of 10, and when chapter 2 is a 0 out of 10, and when chapter 3 is definitely not a 0 out of 10, well, it's a big step up. So, let's begin by talking about the cast, and Madeline Petch does do a really good job here. This movie gave her a bit more material to work with, and I thought she pulled it off. I see a lot of potential with this actress, and I hope now that this trilogy is done, she can move on to better stuff. Gabriel Basso actually does a pretty decent job. There was these two scenes. Well, I thought that was a fine performance. And Richard Brake just gives a blah performance. So the acting is a step up here, and what I will say about this movie is I understand the ideas they wanted to go with for this trilogy. Just how much pain can one person go through? Just how broken can one person become? And can this person stay good? And that's actually the bottom line of this movie. Is Maya going to stay good, or is she going to become a stranger? And I do actually feel like that's a compelling idea. And there were a couple moments here where I was kind of curious to see what direction it would go in. So it kind of bums me out that by the end, it just went in the most unsatisfying direction possible. Like, I feel like this movie could have done something, and by the end, I was just thinking, that's it? Like, you give us 4.5 hours worth of movie for that ending. I just feel like it does this one a disservice. And I don't know, it kind of just feels kind of blah by the end. And there is still more nonsensical backstories here. There's the supporting characters, the brother and sister of the main character, they come into the story here, but I felt like they got wasted. This movie isn't tense, it's not scary, so it still fails overall, but it just feels less than the other movies, and I at least see the vision. Like I said, like this is actually a very slow movie, primarily focused on Madeline Petsch's character and her performance, and I'm not going to lie, I was somewhat intrigued and engaged. It's just a shame it didn't end on a stronger note. So I'm going to give The Strangers Chapter 3 a 4 out of 10. Still bad, don't see it, but like, honestly, a big surprise. I was expecting this movie to be another 0 out of 10. But The Strangers Chapter 3, have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.